Hi there, yogis. I hope you're having a fabulous and healthy day today. And if you're not, it may be because you're not breathing as efficiently and healthfully as you could be. So are you getting all of the parts of your core body functioning in tandem? So that would be your diaphragm, located kind of here, all the way around those ribs into the sternum. Your abdominals and back muscles that work like a corset and a crisscross weave all around your abdomen, and then your pelvic floor at the very bottom of that lovely canister that is you. And when all of those parts work together, they all play a role in effectively breathing you and keeping you in a healthy form. When one of them fails, then that's where we start to see a breakdown in your system, and your health can be impacted by that. So let us sit up nice and tall, which allows your diaphragm to begin its job. So if you're sitting slouched, or you're kind of cross-legged or hunched to one side, your diaphragm can't really descend properly. And then you can't do the rest of the job with all the other parts too, right? So I'm sitting in a sort of a cowboy straddle here, and this is a pretty healthful way to sit. Again, I'm not tucked under or slouched or off to one side in such a way that my tail, I'm sitting now on my tail, and I really can't breathe very well because all of my abdominal area is scrunched, my organs are all pressed together. It's really not very helpful for me. Whereas if I roll forwards onto my sit bones, you see they're called sit bones for a reason. You've got to sit on them. And I'm sitting on this really firm wooden chair rather than some kind of ergonomic chair that's really overly cushioned and doesn't let me give my own support to me. My feet are firm on the floor, and I'll lean just a little bit forward, just a little bit, hands onto thighs. And before I do anything else, let's just check that you know where all the parts of your pelvis are so that you can get them functioning when you breathe. So the pubic bone is at the front here. It's actually two pubic halves that meet in a piece of cartilage at the front, but we'll just say pubic bone for the time being. And we'll think of this as maybe north. And then we've got a little tailbone at the back. Lean forward a bit and feel tail at the back, or coccyx we should say, because it's not really a tail. And there, that's a south there. And maybe just rock a little back and forwards and feel, yeah, I get a sense of the spatial awareness between the north and the south, the front and the back. And I can picture on the inside of those two bones, I have a net of muscles between the front and the back there. Then I'm going to shift the weight to right sit bone and feel my left sit bone. Maybe I'll even give it a move, a swing, put it down, lift up the right sit bone, give it a little swing, and feel the space between the right and the left sit bones. Maybe even sit on your hands, really uncomfortable on a hard wooden chair, but I get the point, right? I can really get the points of my sit bones. And I can feel that and get a spatial awareness of that. So just give yourself that mindful moment of where those four bony points are. Pubic bone as a north, tailbone as a south, and an east and a west of your sit bones. And maybe even rock a little between those points. So going around sit bone to pubic bone to sit bone to tailbone. And at the bottom of all of this, suspended across all of those points, so not just front and back, side to side, all of those points are the pelvic floor muscles. And if you breathe with a full awareness of your diaphragm and allowing abdominal muscles to move, you'll get a nice exercise for the pelvic floor without really having to do Kegels or other things when you can do this all the time. But back to that idea that if you're slouched and scrunched, that's not really going to happen in an effective way. So that little lean forwards, and I'm going to First of all, breathe out. We tend to always think inhale, exhale, but let's just try it the other way, just for fun. And on the exhale, I'm going to think of my abdominal muscles drawing in and the pelvic floor, those 4 points, lifting a little in and up. To press all of the breath out, that's letting my diaphragm descend, or lift up rather, lift up like a kind of a jellyfish. As I breathe in, I'm going to let go of belly, and I'm going to feel those 4 points of the pelvic floor widen, those 4 bones kind of stretch apart. On the exhale, I'm going to feel that drawing a little together and the diaphragm releasing up. The inhale, diaphragm contracts and goes down, abdominals let go, release, let go of that belly and let go and widen to the pelvic floor. The exhale, draw the 4 points together, so your compass or your kite shape that's down there is drawing a little closer together and you're contracting a little, not too much, just a little. I've got long breathing, long breaths, haven't I? The inhale, I do actually. I'm greedy for breath, I love it. Scoop up lots and lots. And the exhale draws in and up. Can you feel there's a gentle squeezing of breath out, like you're a balloon, and you're pressing all of the air out, 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 out. That's kicking in the nice parasympathetic nervous system, de-stress. Yeah, I'm still breathing out, believe it or not. The inhale, diaphragm descends, abdominals open, pelvic floor muscles like an elastic net being stretched out. And the exhale, feel that gently drawing in, abdominals gently draw in, diaphragm can floaty float up there, up here, about here-ish. And then the inhale. So you can feel this, and use a hand gesture if that helps. The inhale, maybe focus on abdominals, letting go, so no belts. Exhale, squeezing out. There's your natural belt, the breath out. Inhale, take off the belt. Exhale, firm the belt. Inhale, let off the belt. Exhale, tighten up the belt. You can feel the pelvic floor on the inhale. Let it warm and widen, letting go, no gripping. And the exhale, a gentle drawing together of those bones, and almost like it's a cloth being drawn in and up your body. The inhale, let the cloth fall down. The exhale, draw the cloth in and up. So whatever metaphor fits you better, you can imagine this as a compass point getting wider and smaller, or maybe a diamond shape. As you breathe in, the diamond points get further apart, the diamond gets bigger, and as you breathe out, the diamond gets smaller. Or I like also laying a cloth down. When you breathe in, the cloth floats down, and as you breathe out, you draw a cloth in and up, gently up through your body. Not an effortful thing, but just an awareness. Okay. And just noticing when we put attention to just breathing and the mind's not thinking about, oh, I don't know, what you got to do, what you didn't do, what somebody said or thought, then even that alone starts to calm the central nervous system and we feel better. And that already makes a change to feel like, hey, life's actually pretty good. So I hope that's helpful to you to make you feel more comfortable with an exercise that you can do all the time, anytime. But remember those few key points. No slouching, no sitting on your tail, because you can't get that whole breath machine to work. No tight belts or cumbersome things that restrict you from letting go of your belly, because we don't want to grip and hold the belly or the diaphragm. We want movement of all of those parts. And a little cowboy straddle, a little lean forward is a nice way to just access that. So have a fabulous day, enjoy your breathing, enjoy your life, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.